Welcome back, Guitar Explorer, John Stockdale. We're doing another study in 1 minute. What can I do in a minute if I have a minute to study the guitar? And what about naming the notes horizontally? That's right. So, in the beginning, naming notes on the 5th fret in a lot of books teach you how to tune the instrument by placing your first finger on the 5th fret of the 6th string produces the note A to tune A. Once the A string is in tune, you play the note D on the 5th fret. By depressing it, it shows you the next string is going to sound exactly like that. Well, it'll sound one of three things. It'll sound higher, which we call sharp, exactly like that pitch, what we call perfect prime or unison or same damn note. And then underneath it, it's called flat. So we play the note G on the D string once it's tuned by depressing the 5th fret to tune the 3rd string. And then we play the 4th fret of it to tune the 2nd string and the 5th fret of it to tune the 1st string. But what about all these other notes? You know, we learn the names of the strings when it's how it's supposed to be tuned. The regular tuning is EAD, GBE, the most common tuning. And then we learn the notes on the 5th fret. We learn the notes on the 12th fret are the same as the open string. Well, let's continue, okay? Now, if you know this is A, then you know the letter before that, a whole step backward, is going to be the note G. And so the note above A, a whole step, that will be B. So we can use the 5th fret as a crutch to use that crutch to learn the notes on the 3rd fret straight across. Let's do that. G, because what? The G chord, right? Root of the G chord, where it gets its name. C, from maybe a C chord that you've learned, all right? F, from maybe, have you learned the F major chord? No? B flat, from a B flat chord, have you learned that? That's an octave higher from A sharp's inharmonic equivalent. Or this is B to tune the B string, and so you go down a half step, and that 3rd fret is B flat. Or A sharp, okay? D, from a D major chord's root. And then G, well, same as the 6th string, right? So we're really only memorizing 5 strings here, not 6, because this is the same as that, 2 octaves different. So the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, the open string, the 12th fret, we know those. Let's go higher to the 7th fret. That'd be the logical next one, I think, to learn. Higher than A is B. Higher than D is a whole step higher is E. A whole step higher than our G is A. And we learned that that's an A is an octave higher. So if we know the name of the 6th string, then the 7th fret of the next string is named E also. If that's E, that's tuned. And if that's A, then, and this is open D string, the next string is D, and the open G, wait a minute, that's F sharp. We've got to go up a half step because that's how we tune the instrument. Remember, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5. So if we go backwards, 7, open 7, open 7, open 8, open 7, open. So we tune our strings that way. Well, a whole step down from the 12th fret is the 10th fret. A whole step, from E down is D. A whole step down from A is G. A whole step down from D is C. A whole step down from G is F. A whole step down from B is A. A whole step down from, well, hey, man, that's D, right? So, naming the open, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 10th, 12th, what about everything else? Well, those are great starting points. Now, if you know that this is D, then D sharp is this way and D flat is that way, right? If this is G, that's G sharp, and this is G flat or F sharp. Now, notes can be named with double sharps and double flats. Let's go through the notes on the 8th fret, okay? I know that's B, so I'm going to call this C. Now, C can be also B sharp, and its 3rd name can be D double flat. I go across, then I got the note F. Well, that's not only F, it's also E sharp, and also G double flat. I have the note B flat, which is A sharp. I have the note C double flat. I have the note here, E flat or D sharp or F double flat. Okay, or I've got the note